Congratulations on your newborn baby once again. So let me save you the stress of trying to call your friends, trying to call people around to confirm things about the baby, confirm what to do, confirm the experiences you're having, if it's the same with theirs, so you won't be scared and all of that. We want to alleviate it in this video by talking about newborn baby, everything newborn baby. On this note, you're welcome to Preggy Care. Here I make simplified and relatable videos about pregnancy and postpartum. This time around, this postpartum now is about your baby, and our watchword is motherhood activated, patience activated, and love is all you need. This time around, this is now the beginning of activating your patience. And please subscribe to this channel. Now, let us go straight to it. First thing is, all babies are different. You know that already. But then, things I want you to know from the very beginning is the fact that dependent on how long the baby has stayed in your stomach, I mean, during pregnancy, I mean, either 37 weeks, 40 or 41 weeks, dependent on how long it was for you to give birth to that baby, probably the stress you had to go through. All these things determine the facial look of your baby when you give birth newly. When I'm saying facial look, I mean maybe your baby is going to look old and kind of wrinkled skin, or it's going to come out very fresh, oh, so fresh, like today's bread. So that is what determines it, because I believe you've seen some babies that look so old, newborn baby, and you're wondering, why is this baby so ugly? The baby is not ugly. The baby has just gone through stress and extra time. Is either the baby has gone through extra time in the tummy, which is not bad, or the baby has gone through a lot of stress before finally giving birth to that baby. So these are things that cause that changes the look of the baby, the skin wrinkling and all those kind of looking old. But give it 2 weeks, give your baby 3 weeks, or even a month, then the beauty, now the genetics will start showing forth, and you can see the beauty of your child. So don't worry if your baby looks somehow at birth, and stop abusing your baby or other people's baby. Now I've told you that, so stop. Anyways, so that is the first thing. I want that to be a general knowledge. Now let us go deep into it. There are some hospitals that put the baby under light to avoid things like jaundice and so on, but it depends on where you are. The color of your baby doesn't determine the color of your baby when the baby grows. For instance, the baby can come very fair and light skinned, but if you notice that there are some dark areas in the ears and they're deep dark, then it means your baby is still going to be dark. Meanwhile, your baby can come out dark. So it just depends on so many things. These things are variables. Meanwhile, some people, your baby can come out very light skinned and remain light skinned. So it all depends. It all depends. Now, after the baby is born, some usually bathe the baby, especially this side of Africa. We believe in bathing the baby. In fact, the cultures determines how that baby is being bathed. But let us, in the hospital now, they bathe the baby, of course. But when you get home, there are a lot of times. I learned that the Igbo culture will apply oil over, red oil all over the baby and wash the baby clean, as squeaky clean, to avoid future body odor. Meanwhile, in the outside other parts of the countries, I mean the whites most especially now, they don't believe in bathing the baby. They believe that the baby wouldn't have adapted to the new environment yet, and even having to bath the baby might cause more problem. So whatever it is you do, it's all fine. Whatever your culture says. In my culture, we just bath the baby normally with concussion. They call it agbo in Yoruba language. Like there is this concussion is like a mixture of different leaves, tree barks, and all those kind of stuff. So they boil them. After boiling them, the water is what they use to bath the baby, from my own culture, and they do that for like almost a month or 2 months. They keep bathing the baby with that. So now, when they keep bathing that baby with that concussion, they believe that the baby is going to be very strong, and they are not just going to bath the baby with that concussion. They are going to feed it to the baby too, so that it will clean the stomach and pull out everything. But guess what? I later realized that that is not what makes the baby to poo regularly. Every newborn baby has a tendency to poo consistently. It has been wired in every newborn baby to poo so as to flush its stomach itself. So at any form of shock, at any form of maybe crying, at anything, they keep pooing every time. This happens from birth till 1 month or 2 months or so. Do you understand? So it's not, I later realized it's not this concussion that is doing the job, but nevertheless, I believe the concussion too is working. So it's just depends. Taking care of your baby, especially newly born baby, depends so much on which area you are, the culture you belong to, and things they do in that area. Even if you are from Africa or Nigerian and you have traveled out of the country and you've given birth to your child out of the country, probably in the United States, there's possibility that you may have to abide to their culture by not bathing the baby. Also, I've learned that some people buy this baby ampiclox and they give to their baby till the ampiclox is finished. So during this period of time, they believe the ampiclox helps to clean the baby. I personally did the ampiclox own. I also did the concoction own because my culture does that. My mom brought the concoction for me. We use it to bath the baby and we give the baby to drink, but not for so long. It got finished early because she had to travel down, so she didn't come with a lot. So we gave ampiclox to. That was the one that my mother-in-law really believed in. So it was like two different opinions. My mother-in-law believes in the ampiclox one. My mother believes in the concoction one. So we kind of did the two like collabo for my child. So it depends, like I said, it just depends on who is around you and the culture you're representing. Now, still talking about baby's poo. The first 1 month, 2 months, and even sometimes up to 3 months, the baby poo consistently and regularly because, like I said, the baby needs to flush the stomach. But afterwards, there's possibility that your baby might stop pooing. There's possibility, take note, most babies I've met usually stop pooing at some point. Then they start pooing like once in a month. All these are normal, so don't get scared if your baby is not pooing. A lot of parents and mothers usually get scared. They feel like my baby is eating, my baby needs to poo. At that point, your baby is growing and your baby needs every food you get. So because of that, they don't usually poo at some point. There are baby vaccines. You will definitely start taking your vaccine from the very week you give birth to your child. For instance, if your hospital gives vaccine every Tuesday, then, if you give birth on Monday, you have the chance to go for a vaccine on Tuesday. But if you give birth on Wednesday, then you have to wait till the Tuesday of the following week to start your vaccine. Don't forget to start your vaccine early. That one is just a by the way because I believe this you will be told in the hospital. Now, some things to expect in babies: back hair loss. The reason why they usually lose their back hair is one, they are still very tender, and the back of their hair is still also very tender. Now, being tender and yet is usually placed on the bed all the time, most of the time is usually placed on the bed. That is why when the back of their hair gets in contact with the bed or the bed sheet, do you understand? Then it starts causing friction. It's not a painful friction, just why they lose their hair. As your baby grows, there's possibility that your baby start having diaper rash. People usually put powder in their baby's pampers before they wait for the baby. Some people usually put cream such as shea butter. Yeah. Then there's another cream called Naso cream. Just that this particular Naso cream, I can't say much about it anymore because the first time I bought it, it was so efficient, so good, so nice, blah 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 blah. But the second time I'm going to get it, it was average. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was average. So I think they are not doing well like before, or probably I bought the fake one. I don't know. But if it's been working for you, please in the comment section let us know what you've been using for your baby's diaper rash. There is a diaper rash cream you can also get for your baby if your baby start having diaper rash. Then another thing you can do to avoid this diaper rash is you change your baby's diaper regularly. If you've watched it this time, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Let us talk about the teething period. Now, when your baby starts teething, there are different types of drugs that are being used here for teething because it usually come with fever. So there is one I used, it's called Bonababe, and there's something also called teething powder, and those are the ones I used. Please check your area to know the ones that are comfortable for you to use. And if you're a mother, at the comment section, please let us know what you have used. For a male child, they usually go through circumcision. So you take them to the hospital, usually after their navel has dropped. In this side of the world, when babies are born, the navel is not completely cut. It's allowed to drop over the period of time. During this period of time, you can apply penicillin to that place too, so that it will allow the navel to start dropping gradually. So most of the time, if your baby is a boy and the navel finally drops, then they take the child to the hospital for the circumcision. And there are two methods of circumcisions that I know of. There's the ring one and there's the rubber one. Just ask your hospital for guidance and the most appropriate one for your child. So during this period of time, you can apply oil, this anointing oil, so that the stuff will drop quick or it will heal fast. Now, it depends on your baby's body. If you notice it's not healing fast after a week or 2 weeks, please take your child to the hospital. It is better that way. You let them know so they see if there's something they can do to it. By now, you know that you're going to buy baby oil that you're going to apply on the baby's frontana here, because it's usually very soft and not completely closed up when you give birth to your child. So you buy the oil and you keep applying it. You apply this oil for a period of 1 year to 1 year 6 months. It depends on how fast your baby heals. And when you buy this oil, there's something called silver bird. When you buy the baby oil, you put in a little bit of that silver bed, not the entire bottle, a little bit of that silver bed, and start applying on your baby's head to make it heal. So I think that is pretty much some of it, the ones we'll be covering in this video. So see you again in my next video where we'll talk about the rest of things you need to do for your baby or know about your baby. So thank you so much for watching this episode till this time. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. See you again in my next video. Do well to take care of yourself and take care of your baby. Bye.